Welcome to Made in Montgomery. I'm Susan Kenedy. There's a growing number of businesses located here in Montgomery County that are owned by women and minorities. Each of these companies plays an important role in the economic fabric here. In honor of Black Business Month, we visited just a few of these establishments that are an essential part of our community. Here in Montgomery County, the dozens of ethnic grocery stores are treasures that add to the diverse nature of the community. Located just off 355 in Gaithersburg is one of those gems, the all-African food store.
We have Senegalese, we have Congolese, Cameroonians, Nigerians, Ghana. So we have all products of these countries. And your embassy, depend on us for a lot of products here. And so with that in mind, it becomes a necessity that we have to carry diverse products from those countries, including American as well.
Joseph Jaju has been a grocer for 15 years, the last several spent right here in Montgomery County.
Thank you.
He first brought his store from D.C. to Clarksburg.
How you doing, baby?
That's where Councilmember Craig Rice
This is beautiful.
and Joseph became acquainted.
It's my wife, Tia. Hello, my daughter, Kaylin.
He then made the move to Gaithersburg, where on our visit, a steady stream of customers made their purchases.
Tell me a little bit about what it means to be a Black-owned business here in Montgomery County and what kind of a role you play in our Black, African-American community.
It's a privilege. I consider myself, having come from Africa, a naturalized American, I consider myself privileged to be having this business in Montgomery County.
The store specializes in products not found on the shelves of conventional grocery stores, a cornucopia of hard-to-find fruits and vegetables, and meats that are cut to the customer's wishes. And upon the suggestion of his wife, Joseph began carrying traditional African clothing, which has been a big seller.
All this was made in Africa and shipped over here. So, and it's been very well received by the African community.
All African Food Store offers a colorful and convenient alternative to convenience stores and other retailers while contributing to the county's well-being, something that deserves to be recognized.
You did all of the work, but certainly we as government want to help to support all of our businesses here in Montgomery County, and especially those businesses that we know provide such unique services to the community, and those who oftentimes struggle the most because they have a lot more challenges than their counterparts.
A lot of people go into business and do all the work and everything and still don't make it. But in this case, in my own case, I know that it's just the grace of God that has really been so good to me.
Well, now look, before I leave, I've got to get a meat patty, so let's go.
In this next story, we meet a young woman who took a leap of faith to save a family business. These days, who wouldn't want to escape to a tropical island? But if you want a little taste of paradise, look no further than Island's Tropical Ice Cream in Silver Spring.
So Island Tropical Ice Cream is, of course, an ice cream shop that caters to Caribbean flavors, needs, that realm of ice cream. We do have very unique flavors that you can't find at any other ice cream shop, so that's kind of our niche.
25-year-old Kayla Stone took over the business from her uncle just a few short months ago.
Soursop is a fruit. There's a picture of it right there.
The coronavirus pandemic had the shop facing certain closure after he was denied a loan from the Paycheck Protection Program. But Kayla stepped in and came up with a digital solution to save the business.
I'm like, well, it's 2020. I get on Twitter, so I see the miracles that can happen on Twitter. So I told him what we're gonna do. I told him the plan. He was like, okay, try it. If it works, it works. So I made the post, and within minutes, we got 500 retweets and people donating to the GoFundMe. So within about 2 days, we were able to raise the money.
$33,000 to be exact. That would cover the back rent and inventory for the ice cream shop. But the question still remained how to keep that momentum going. That looks really good. That's where Amber Cheney.
People love the ice cream. I think that's the best part.
of Kenedy Communications stepped in.
Came across my Facebook that they were a locally owned ice cream shop, that she was like myself, a woman-owned, black-owned business. And I looked up the address. I'd never been here before. You know, I'll do all the PR, all the communications free of charge. Let's try to see how many people we can get out here to buy ice cream to keep your doors open.
They set up an ice cream social with plenty of promotion and invitations to some community leaders, and the results were nothing short of sweet. It was the biggest day on record for Island's tropical ice cream.
Getting help from Amber has definitely helped us.
During this downtime, we're doing everything we can. And I think that's critical for all businesses. If we can all help each other a little bit, I mean, it makes a big difference.
My brother, my mother, my sister.
It's about families, and gives families jobs, and this is families' income.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This is my mom.
Oh, hello.
And these, you know, little shops and little businesses, we love our community. We're from here. We do things to better our community. Like me, Kenedy Communications, I try to hire local and keep women in business. And I think it's the same here. It's just bringing money and revenue to the community and being about your community.
Councilmember Tom Hucker is an Island's tropical customer. He says shops like Kayla's are an important example of the county's success.
You have the most diverse county in America. People really, you know, would like to see, I think, independent small businesses that are run by people who look like them, who are part of the community.
We want to see that representation everywhere. So it's really important that we keep this up and actually support each other.
Tom Hucker is phenomenal. He's really interested in your business and interested in what's going to happen for you.
And as we wind up the last week of Black Business Month, both women say they think it's important for women of color to inspire the next generation to follow new paths into business.
I feel great because I can be an example that miracles can happen. There is opportunity out here for us if we just believe. That's the main thing. Believe and do the work to make sure that things are happening for you. And it feels great.
I think that when we encourage more women-owned, more minority-owned businesses, that's going to open the gates for especially young people of color, young women, to say, I can do that too. So I think that's why it's critical. It's just by establishing this is the new normal.
To experience Island's tropical ice cream, you can visit them at 9324 Georgia Avenue in Silver Spring. Tunji Kelly owns Fitness Edge in Gaithersburg. He's made it his mission to create a diverse community for his members. I joined. He's got a magnetic smile.
Thank you so much.
And energy to motivate anyone.
Good morning. We want to do this, brother. One, time. Hey, Alex, your hair's still looking perfect. There we go, yeah.
Tunji Kelly is a Montgomery County native who graduated
Good work, guys.
from Rockville High School and attended Montgomery College.
4, 3.
After finishing school, he had a few stints at some local gyms when he realized he had something more to offer.
You know, I always wanted to have my own small piece. Didn't want to be greedy, but I did want to run it my own way. I kind of wanted to have a little more control over it because I love the community aspect.
In 2015, he opened Fitness Edge, a Gaithersburg full-service gym that offers boot camp and personal training.
What you got, baby?
Throughout his life, Kelly was active in sports.
1.
So the desire to make his living through exercise was simple, but making it happen wasn't an easy win.
Woo! Good work. You know, I kind of did take the fake it till you make it approach a little bit, and I had all my friends and family come to class, so it always looked busy and fun. Even though they weren't paying members yet, I was like, I just need as many people here so we can look exciting, and with that, it made it easier for others to join on in, and we just kind of pushed and didn't really allow ourselves to take no for an answer as far as growth was concerned. We just continuously pushed, and like I said, I tried to create that welcoming atmosphere, so it was almost like you're crazy if you don't join. I didn't really have to sell to people. We just made it fun and did a lot of events so that people wanted to be around us. Smile for the camera. Smile under the mask. Let's go.
And that's the key for Kelly, creating an atmosphere that others want to be around.
1. Time, great job.
The COVID-19 crisis has been a challenge, but he's managed to keep his doors open with protocols to keep everyone safe.
I'm a hugger. I go up to everyone and give them a big hug. Hey guys, welcome. And it's been very different not being able to touch and have to keep that distance from everyone, so I've had to take a different approach. How you doing? You good? We started doing online classes. We allowed them to check in and video with us live. How we doing at home? You guys good? Can you guys still hear me? We're gonna go so that they could see us and still try to push and go a little bit over the top with the energy and the motivation and talking and trying to push them through.
And I like the Maryland, just to make sure people know.
Exactly.
And Councilmember Will Jawanda,
Maybe we got to do Montgomery County on the other side here. Maybe put MoCo.
a former college athlete himself, stopped by to acknowledge Kelly for his contribution to the economic fabric of Montgomery County.
Most of our business are small businesses, and we have such diversity. We're here in Gaithersburg, one of the top 10 most diverse cities in the country. We want to make sure that we're supporting our African American, our Latino, our Asian, everyone who wants to start a business. That really contributes to our economy, and it's who we are here in Montgomery County, so it's really great to see.
5.
Having this gym in Montgomery County is a dream come true for Tunji Kelly.
1 and
His goal is to continue to grow the business here, where he says he feels most at home.
It's actually a melting pot, man. This is a great place. I mean, it's crazy with all the things going on in the world. This is the one place I feel like I haven't really felt any real adverse issues with racism or anything crazy like that. It's actually more diverse than this usually. We have every race, seriously. I mean, you have issues everywhere you go. No place is perfect, but this is pretty close to it, honestly. Montgomery County is really awesome.
Keep an eye on this young man. His positive energy is certain to take him places
30-second burpees, chest to the ground, jump to the skies, high.
and maybe even get you to the gym to kill some burpees.
He doesn't get tired. He's a beast. 3, 2, 1. Time. Good work, guys.
And finally, we go to Gaithersburg and meet Verilyn Gibbs, who takes the cake in hard work and determination. It all started with a little dessert she could not get out of her mind.
Someone gave me a lemon buntlet. It was like the most amazing thing I had ever tasted, literally life-changing.
Verilyn Gibbs Watson was on a business trip when she had her first taste of a nothing Bundt cake. When she found out it was a franchise, she decided she could have her cake and eat it too.
And so I was kind of like the pioneer, if you will, and they had to take a chance on me, which I appreciate. So we were able to open up the very first location of Nothing Bundt Cakes in the East Coast, Mid-Atlantic, DC metro area, state of Maryland. And since that time, I think 5 more bakeries have opened, so I'm really proud of that.
It's been 4.5 years since she opened her doors in Gaithersburg, and since then, the treats have been selling like hotcakes.
These are the best little Bundt cakes you can get anywhere in Montgomery County.
The coronavirus pandemic has forced Verilyn to change her business model. She offers curbside pickup, and customers can come to the door to place a quick order. Despite the shift, folks were still lining up for the tasty treats.
Right now, our front of the house is not big enough to accommodate guests inside, and guest safety and employee safety is of paramount concern for us. And so we've been very fortunate that 99% of our guests are very understanding. We will get anything to your car. We've made investments in technology to enable us to have mobile devices so that we can serve guests at their cars. We've come up with logistical car flow options to make sure that we're not creating an unsafe environment for anyone.
But not only is Verilyn Gibbs Watson running a successful operation, she also believes in giving everyone the opportunity to thrive.
One of the things that's really a blessing as an employer that I get to do is give people opportunities and chances. We employ a ton of MCPS high school students, so we have a lot of high schoolers. We also partner with different programs such as the Sunflower Pastry Arts Program for individuals with differing abilities. And actually last year we were awarded as their Employer of the Year, which was a really great honor. And it's really nice to have this wonderful, diverse background of students and of employees and team members kind of coming together.
We always talk about 90% of our businesses have less than 50 people in the county, but many of those are owned by women and by people of color. And obviously we're celebrating Black Business Month, and we want to see that continue to grow. That's the backbone. That's why the council has put forward more than $30 million in support, because we want to make sure that they stay after this pandemic and that they continue to grow, because that's what's good for our economy, it's good for our residents, and it's good for our stomachs apparently too. So.
Well, that does it for this edition of Made in Montgomery. For County Cable Montgomery, I'm Susan Kenedy.